I laid me down. I slept. I awaked. Wait a minute, I'm going to go through that again. I laid down. I slept. When I laid down, I slept. Y'all ain't got it yet. I laid down. I slept. I awake. For the Lord sustained me. When you got good cover, you can lay down. And when you lay down, you can sleep. And when you finish refreshing yourself, He will wake you up, refreshed and ready for a brand new day. David said, in other words, I lay down. And when I lay down, you stayed up. When I slept, you neither slept nor slumbered. And when I arose, I got up with a brand new mind, because you are my rising in the morning and my refreshing of a brand new day. I come today to tell you that when you got good cover, even though they talk about you, you can go home, lay down, and go to sleep, and the Lord will, right on time, reach way down, touch you with His finger of love, and let you see another day you've not seen before. Well, let me get to one other thing, because not only was he refreshed in his conversation and covering, but he also declared that he had a new confidence. Somebody say confidence. See, in verse 6 it says, and I will not be afraid of 10,000. No, it didn't. It didn't say that. He did not say that. He did not say 10,000 because you can count to 10,000. He said, but I will not be afraid of 10,000s. Which means, watch this, it does not matter how many there are against me, because God for me is more than the whole world against me. I've got confidence that I don't let the numbers dictate my confidence. See, because confidence is established in what you know. Come here, Paul, help me close this thing. Hebrews chapter 11 and verse number 1 says, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. The New Century Version says faith means being sure of the things we hope and knowing that something is real even if we do not see it. In other words, let me help you with a working definition. Confidence or faith is spiritual confidence without physical evidence. That means that because God said it in the spirit, I don't have to see it in the natural, because God is operating not on the natural but on the supernatural. That's why I don't get disturbed when natural doctors say I've done all I can do, because my doctor is a healer, which means he's operating on a supernatural level. Yeah, bring to him whatever you have, and I believe that if you can have it, God can heal it. Is there anybody here that recognize faith is confidence without evidence? Is confidence established spiritually about evidence that's determined physically? Well, he says this, and this is going to give you something to shout about. He says, I've watched and seen how God handles my dilemma. Can I finish? He says in verse number 7, arise, O Lord, save me. Don't go through too quick. My God, for thou hast smitten all mine enemies upon the cheekbone. Thou hast broken the teeth of the ungodly. Let me rewind that for you. God did not move your enemies. He just took the teeth. They'll still talk, but they can't bite. They'll try to gum you to death, but gumming won't take you out, because God broke the jaw and pulled out the teeth, so that those who gave you fits can't give you fits anymore. Yeah, they go through the motion, but they're teethless. They're smiling, but they're gummy. I come today to tell you, they got threats, but there's no power behind the threats, because God is, in verse 8, yeah, he is salvation. Salvation belongs unto God. See, verse 8 tells me I don't have to worry about trying to defend myself, because that's his business to make sure I'm safe in what looks like unsafe and unfriendly situation. He says in verse number 8, salvation belongeth to the Lord, and thy blessing is upon thy people. Then he gives you the final praise break. But before I get to the praise break, let me help you with that, and I'm out of here.